Okay, so quadratic functions. So next week we will learn more about quadratic functions. First, you will learn about the anatomy of quadratic functions. So as you can see from the picture over here, from this diagram, you can see this is a parabola or your quadratic functions after you plot it on a Cartesian coordinate. And later on, you will also learn about what does it mean by x-intercept, y-intercept. Also, you know about the minimum points over here, and according to the shape of the quadratic function, it could be concave downwards like this, so it will have a maximum point. And this minima and maxima, we can call them as vertex. Okay, so whenever you hear vertex, so this is just this vertex refers to minimum and maximum point. Okay, and then you will also learn about the axis of symmetry, or sometimes we also call them the line of symmetry, so they are the same thing. Okay, so this is about the anatomy of quadratic functions. And the second point that we will learn also is about the roots. You know how to find the roots of quadratic functions, right? Using completing the square, vectorization, and quadratic formula. But in quadratic functions, you will find some quadratic function, they have so-called identical roots or twin roots when the first and the second roots, they are the same, right? And then you will also find another quadratic function that has two different roots altogether. So for the example, the first root is 5, the second root is -1, so they don't have identical roots. And the third one is you will find quadratic functions that have no roots at all. Okay, so you cannot use all the three methods, to solve a quadratic function to find the roots, because there is no root at all in this type of quadratic function. Okay, so you will learn how to differentiate between these three roots over here. Other than that, you will also learn more about the tangent line. So what happens if a quadratic function has a tangent line in a certain position, or probably not a tangent line but intersecting line. So intersecting line is just the line that is crossing the quadratic curve, right? So for example, in our curve here, we have this green line. This is an intersecting line. You see two meeting points or two intersections. That means you should be able to find these two solutions for this intersection, and you still use substitution or elimination to find it. Okay, and also other than that, you will learn about the fourth point here is quadratic inequality. So how to solve the quadratic functions that is not equal to 0, but probably it has a property of inequality. Okay, and the next one, I think this is the last point about quadratic functions that you will learn together with me next week, is how to find the equation of quadratic curve. So for example, you will be given the picture of curve, for example this curve, and I will ask you, so from this curve, what is the equation of this curve? Okay, using all your information, all the knowledge you know about the anatomy of quadratic function, what is the x-intercept of this curve, what is the y-intercept, what is the vertex, and so on and so forth, and what about the roots of this quadratic function, you should be able to determine from this given curve what is the equation of this quadratic function. Okay, so all these 5 points. So it's pretty easy, right? Okay, so this is just a short video for you to give you a preview about what you will learn next week. So just that's it. If you want to have a head start, then maybe you can learn on your own about the definitions of the mathematical jargons that you hear from me right now. Okay, so this is just it. See you next week.